Our story today, credit giant Equifax issued wrong credit scores for millions of Americans, and that likely resulted in consumers paying higher interest rates or being denied loans altogether. Let's bring in CNN business reporter Rahel Solomon. Rahel, how did this even happen?
Well, Jake, Equifax says it was a coding issue, a glitch that led to a miscalculation of credit scores, not the actual report, but credit scores. And it happened over a 3-week period, likely mid-March to early April, according to some reporting from the Wall Street Journal. And millions were impacted, Jake, but the company's saying that only 300,000 actually saw an incorrect credit score of more than 25 points. The company's saying, in part, in a statement, that we've determined that there was no shift in the vast majority of scores, adding, for those consumers that did experience a score shift, initial analysis indicates that only a small number of them may have received a different credit decision. Look, if you are part of that small number, it doesn't feel small to you, Jake. So look, the company's pointing out that it's a small percentage. It wasn't the vast majority. But again, if it was your credit score, you don't feel great about it.
No, I would think not. So what is the solution for the potentially millions of Americans who are right now paying higher interest rates or may have been denied loans because of these mistakes?
So if you think you were impacted, you have to do a bit of self-advocacy here. I called around, and so the first thing to think about is, did you actually apply for a loan in that time period? If you did, then you have to pull all 3 credit reports. You can go to a website like annualcreditreport.com and then look at the Equifax report and look if there were any hard inquiries. If so, you might have to reach out to those lenders and look for any anomalies and point them to this information and hopefully try to self-advocate, as I said. But Jake, unfortunately, we know that rates are on average much higher than they were in that time period. So it really complicates the effort if you feel like a decision was made wrongfully.
And Rahel, new data shows that Americans are piling up credit card debt as they struggle to keep up with inflation. The Fed, of course, raising rates again, which means these credit card bills are probably going to cost even more.
Yeah, credit card rates have really spiked this year. And we know, according to this new research from the New York Fed, that credit card debt has jumped about 13% for the second quarter compared to the same time a year ago. Jake, that is the highest yearly jump in about 20 years. So there is that, certainly enough to make you pay attention. The positive news, however, in the report is that delinquencies are still very low. So that's some positive news. And also the report suggesting that consumer balance sheets are still strong.
All right, Rahel Solomon, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Coming up.